center your body on your chair, at home, wherever you're sitting, wherever you find yourself, as we begin this time together. I always find it such a blessing that in the midst of activity, I can simply become aware of my breath. I can become aware of my feet planted on the ground or my body weight in a chair. To become fully present to where I am is such a gift. Such a blessing for someone whose mind ran and ran and ran. And here now I rest. Here now I relax into the fullness of who and what I am, the fullness of this incredible now moment, pregnant with possibilities, infinite in scope of experience and form. And what a delight it is to know just that, without needing any specifics. Just that I am present in a world of infinite possibility, here now. And so I open my mind and heart, and I invite each and every one of us to be in that place of receptivity here this day at this time, and receive the gift that is uniquely ours to receive. This I know for each and every one of us, and so it is. This morning we have several beautiful gifts to share together. And our first one is Bhante San is back with us, and I'm just so incredibly pleased with that. Bhante San is a resident monk of the Blue Lotus Meditation Center in Venice, and he is from Sri Lanka. He's spoken with us just one time, and that time he shared with us a little bit about becoming a monk, wanting to be a monk at a very early age, and at the age of 10 started studying to be a monk. So, but what I learned by looking at the website was that he has earned 2 bachelor's degrees, one in theology and one in Buddhist studies, and also has a master's in theology and a master's of science degree, and which we know he is a psychiatric nurse practitioner. But the master's in theology really interests me, so well done to you. So I also want to share with you, because it was something that I learned through my communications with Bhante San, Monk San, is that the Bhante San would be a more reverential. San is more familiar. Am I correct in that? Yes. So Monk San teaches meditation and obviously Buddhist teachings. And he speaks throughout the community, really from St. Pete to Northport now, but this whole area. And so gratitude is at the root of everything that he does, all the giving that he does. We have used your monking for fun phrase between us as just such an endearing phrase now, you know? Yes. We're all monking for fun, right? I just so love that. Today is about clear thinking. Today's going to be about clear thinking. This entire month is on fear and anger. And when I realized it was fear and anger this month, the first thing I thought of was Bhante San. Not because he presents that way, of course, but because the Buddha's teachings are so rich and so supportive and what we can learn about suffering and the release of that suffering. And so, of course, anger and fear fall into that category of suffering. So I'm just thrilled that he's going to start off our month of conversation. So I'll be drawing from what he's talking about all month long. I'm certain of it. We also have, for our reader this morning, is Dr. Christine Hannafin. And Dr. Christine has not done the reading before, I don't think, but hasn't been on the schedule to do it. But she had one that she brought to me many weeks ago and said, I really want to do this. And so I said, that's fabulous. So right in line with Bhante San and his background as a nurse practitioner, Dr. Chris has been a psychotherapist, a therapist, a counselor with over 30 years experience. So we're in great hands this morning in our teachings. And then we have Akeem, the guitar player, in the house. And Akeem is a local, born and raised right here in town, and so we're gifted by his music in this area. And you've only been with us one time, so this is your second time with us as well. And of course, we all know Jack Berry and love Jack, and happy to see Jack back with us. So for now, I am going to let them start us off with a song, and then Dr. Chris will come up, and then we'll have another song, and then we get to hear from Bhante San. So thank you all for being here, and thanks for tuning in with us as well.
We wrote that one a couple days ago.
We sure did.
Thank you, Jack and Akeem, for blessing us with that beautiful music. Thank you. My reading, thank you. I'm Chris Hannafin. So blessed to be in this community. Love all of you. And my reading title is a question. And the question is, how can I be happy when there is so much wrong in the world? A man once asked an old Buddhist monk, how can I allow myself to feel happiness when the world is full of suffering, war, injustice, pain, and loss? The monk looked at him with compassion and asked, if your mother was sick, would you stop eating? The man looked confused. No. Well, why not? Because there would be two people suffering instead of one. The monk smiled. Exactly. And then he continued, many people believe that carrying the weight of the entire world on their shoulders is compassion, but often it is another form of suffering. The man lowered his eyes. But every day I see bad news. I see people struggling. I see cruelty. And I feel guilty whenever I experience joy. The monk nodded, and then he pointed to a small flower growing through a crack in the stone path. Look at that flower. It grows in a world of storms. It grows in a world where leaves fall, animals die, and winters come. Yet it still blooms. The man stood silently. The monk continued. The flower does not ignore suffering. It simply does not allow suffering to stop it from expressing its nature. And then the monk asked, if every kind-hearted person became hopeless, who would remain to help others? And the man's eyes widened. The monk continued, the world does not need more exhausted souls. It needs more people with enough peace inside them to share it, enough hope to inspire it, enough strength to carry it. The man whispered, so being happy is not selfish? And the monk smiled gently. No. Selfishness is turning away from suffering. Happiness is keeping your heart open despite it. And then he added, be grateful for your meal. Call your parents. Help your neighbor. Smile at a stranger. You do not heal the world by carrying all its pain. You heal the world by reducing the pain you touch. Tears filled the man's eyes. For the first time, he understood. It was fuel for helping them. The monk said one final thing. Protect your inner peace. Because a candle that burns itself out cannot give light to anyone. A peaceful heart is not escaping the world. It is serving the world in the most powerful way possible. And Jack and Akeem are going to honor us with another song. Thank you.
year was this song?
1971.
1971. I like this song because it always gives me really good vibes, you know what I mean? It was one of the first songs I ever got to learn to sing. Brother, there's far too many of you crying. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, there's no need to escalate. War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate, yeah. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. I tell you what's going on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mother, everybody thinks we're wrong, but who are they to judge us simply 'cause our hair is long? You know we got to find a way, yeah, to bring some love in here today. Oh, picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, yeah, what's going on, oh, what's going on. Ooh, ooh. Na, da, 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 what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Beautiful music, Thank you for the reading. Amazing about suffering and love, how to achieve peace. Uh, Thank you for having me again, Reverend Teresa. Thank you so much. Yes, love being here. I think it's a beautiful space, and so you're very lucky to have this community. So I would like to start with a brief meditation, if that's okay with you. Yeah? So I'll guide you through it, and then afterwards we'll discuss about the topic. So take a few moments to settle in. Find a comfortable posture. Keep your back straight as much as possible. Let your hands rest on your lap or wherever they are comfortable. Allow your shoulders to relax. And then gently close your eyes. If you prefer to keep your eyes open, you may certainly do so. I would like to invite you to find a focal point to keep your gaze. Be aware of your surrounding, feel the energy of the space. If this is your first time here, welcome. Be aware of different sounds, the lighting of the space. Now take a few deep breaths, breathe in deeply and breathe out softly. With each breath, settle into your posture. Allow your mind and body to relax. Scan your body from the crown of your head till the tips of your toes. Notice how you feel this morning physically and mentally. Adjust your posture if you need to. Notice where you feel tension, stress. With this awareness, let's start our practice with loving kindness. Start with thinking about ourselves. May I be well. May I be content. And may I be peaceful. Fill your heart with loving, kind, and caring thoughts. We all have struggles, one way or the other, physiological, psychological, internal, external factors, which causes a lot of suffering. And take this moment to find some healing. May I be well. May I be content. and may I be peaceful. Breathe in lovingly, breathe out kindly. As you breathe in, bring all the energy, positive thoughts towards your body, towards your spirit, your mind, and allow yourself to heal. Just like each breath oxygenates your body. And as you breathe out, remove all the negativities, toxins, just as the natural process of breathing remove carbon dioxide from your body. I am well, I am content, and I am peaceful. Now let's share these positive thoughts with all living beings, humans, non-humans, all the creatures. May they all be well, be content, and be peaceful. Include even most difficult personalities, situations that cross your life. Practice empathy, openness. May all living beings free from fear, anger, greed, hatred. May they all find healing. May all living beings be well, be content, and be peaceful. Now bring your attention onto your breath. Keep your focus between your nostrils and upper lip. Let's spare a moment or two to be aware of our breath, to be in the present moment. As you inhale, exhale naturally without forcing, without an effort. Just pay attention to that natural rhythmic breath. Breathe in mindfully and breathe out mindfully. without wanting to be in control, without wanting to cling, without wanting to push away. Just notice how things arise, stay for a while, and pass away. Sounds, thoughts, emotions, physical pains, sensations. This constant movement, flux. Just like our breath. In breath and out breath. In breath and out breath. May peace be with you. May you be well. May you be content. And may you be peaceful. Thank you very much. You may open eyes. So the topic today is fear and anger. These are very strong two emotions, and we need them. And if we don't have fear and anger, we can really get into a lot of troubles. If you're really not fearful, you don't know. Maybe most of us probably dead by now, just having a lot of car accidents. Just walking into traffic, right? Because you don't have fear. So we want to be heroes and just walk into traffic and see what happens. See, these things are given to us by the nature. If you believe in God, given to Jesus, however you believe it, it's okay. And it's there for a reason. There is a purpose for these emotions. So Siddhartha, which we call later the Buddha, and what he realized, he had a fantastic life, by the way. I mean, this guy had a lot of money and, had mansions, different houses for different seasons. Like sometimes, people move to Florida for winter and go back they come here for winter, and then go back for the summer, who can afford it? And so he had everything, and then he realized with all these things that these human tendencies that people have really does not bring the happiness. She used the word. I like the word contentment, and now when I use it purposefully. That he found that with everything that he had in life that he couldn't attain the contentment in life. So that's when he decided that, okay, I need to just be on this journey to figure out what exactly causing all these human struggles and why we suffer. So when he attained enlightenment and he found that there are 3 root causes that we struggle with. One is lobha, greed. And look around. It's never enough mindset, right? And people we always want to have more. And we have a very difficult time satisfying with what we have. And we constantly pursuing. Is it okay to pursue things? Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, this never enough mindset really does not bring you any happiness. We are constantly pursuing something that doesn't exist because we are constantly thinking that if I get to $1 million, I'll be happy. How many millionaires you know happy? And then your target is to get to billion. How many billionaires are happy? So this constant wanting thirst, the greed, is a root cause of our suffering. And the second one is the topic today, which is the dosa, which is the anger, this constant, this nagging, annoying, the mentality that we have. And that is really a big problem. Anger also there for a reason. And, we have a structure in the brain called amygdala. And that's where the anger and fear starts. And that's to protect us. But however, what happens with all these emotions is that rather than they are protecting us now, they are taking over us. And so anger it's a start to rule your life. And greed is start to rule your life. And fear is start to rule your life. And so when these things rule us, when these emotions overtake us, and we lose the perspective about life. And then when that happens, we are constantly in this mirage and in this journey, not knowing how to be content in life and be happy in life. And so therefore, in Buddha's teachings, that he talks about what is the antidote for these things, because there are no medications for it. And so that's the thing. And even if there is something, they will give you, if you go and tell them, like, I have anger issue, and they will give you a mood stabilizer that will suppress it, and once you stop it, what happens? You're back where you were, right? So the antidote is provided to us is through new psychology, even Buddhist teachings, is mindfulness training and loving kindness, meditations, and some kind of a discipline, a practice where that you can scan yourself. And when these things happen, when these emotions arise, your ability to catch it, your ability to recognize it, and allows you to select your reaction. However, when the anger, fear overtakes you, and it's become a way of your life, and you lose that ability, and this is where you call it, I lost it. Right? I lost it. And so once you lost it, you can't take it back, because instantaneously, you've said things you don't want to say, you've done things that you didn't want to be done, and you think things that you don't want to be thinking. And so anger leads into rage, hatred. And once that happens, it's become very ugly. And reflect back in your life, if there had been any situations where that you had so much anger led you to certain situations, unwanted outcomes in your life. And how many times you say that, I wish I knew how to control myself. I wish that I knew better. So Anger, fear is actually, these are not bad things. They are there for a reason. But as long as you have the awareness, as long as you practice, it doesn't have to be meditations. Like, if you're a Christian, prayers is your thing. And music is your ways of coping things. And when these things come, if you practice every day, when you have an ability to recognize it, and then you can act on these things. And that way, you gain the skill, you gain the control to manage these emotions without really letting them overtake you. When I was in Sri Lanka, I went to we used to go to prison on full moon days. So we go and teach meditations and have discussions and things like that. And there was a man who was there for killing his wife. And we talked about anger, mindfulness, and all this stuff. And later he came and said, if I knew what we discussed today, I would have stepped back and reacted differently. He stabbed his wife 42 times. And I see so many patients come to me when they lost their mind, when they are angry, they do not remember their reactions, what they did, what they said. So, my invitation for you is that as you are going through this month with Reverend Teresa to explore this topic, reflect on you. And rather than just focusing on other people, while you're sitting here thinking, I so wish my neighbor was here to listen to this talk today. Focus on you. Because we always want to fix outside, not inside. And on the road, people cut you in. And you want to send them back to driving school. That's never going to happen. But whatever the manufacturer, your car manufacturer, given you a brake, pump the brake. Let that person go. And that's something that you can control. At that decision making, it's a very split second, but it saves you so much peace. It brings you so much peace. It saves you so much energy that you are burning. Let's say you are a heart patient, and your doctor telling you don't get stressed. Why? When you get angry, what happens? Your sympathetic nervous system kicks in. Your blood pressure is going to go high. Your heart rate is going faster. So there is physiological things happen with it. And what do we know now? Anger, fear, stress, anxieties, not good for our physical health. So when we learn these things, when we learn to pump the brake, when we start our day with an intention, I am not going to be reactive. Before you get behind the wheel, set your intention. I'm going to drive peacefully to Publix. I'm not going to be reactive. I'm going to let people who rush to let them go. And I'm just going to be peaceful today. And that reduces the amount of suffering that you are creating for yourself. See, I always tell people suffering is optional. Right? So it's never about eliminating fear or anger. And as I said, if we eliminate fear and anger, we all die. We don't want to eliminate it. But what we want to learn is how to manage these things. How many people you know, because of anger and fear and uncertainties, because they didn't know how to control it, led their lives to break up their families, to get into divorce, and to break their friendships? And think about it. And if you're one of those things, reflect on you and see what you can do to reverse that, make it better for you. My time is up. Anyway, so fear, anger, these are useful tools, but use it for your advantage. And the antidote for it, actually, kindness, compassion, mindfulness. You need some type of a way, a mechanism to be aware of these things, so you can change the way you react to things. And that brings the peace, contentment, feeling of grounded, and the center for your life. And I hope you will find some amazing insight this month through this topic, and learn how to cope with this anger and fear. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Feel it in the streets on a day like this. That heat, it feel like summer. I feel like summer. This feels like summer. You can feel it in the streets on a day like this. That heat, it feel like summer. I feel like summer. I feel like summer, yeah. 7 billion souls that move around the sun, rolling faster, faster, not a chance to slow down. Slow down. Parents trying to tell their children, please slow down. Slow down. I know. I know you know the pain. I hope this world will change you. Sometimes it just feels the same. I know. I hope we'll change. I really hope this world will change. Oh, but it just feels the same sometimes. Oh, every day gets harder than the one before. Running out of water, it's about to go down. The bees that we depend upon, birds were made for singing. waking up to no sound. No sound. I know, oh, I know you know the pain. I hope this world will change, oh yeah. But it just feels the same sometimes. I know, oh, I hope we'll change, yeah. I really hope this world will change, oh. I hope we'll change, yeah. Thank you so much. That song was by Childish Gambino from 2018. A lot of people don't really recognize, but the lyrics are just so like amazing, you know? Gives you a really good sense of like energy from the earth, you know what I mean? It's a really nice song. But thank you so much.
I feel good. How about you guys? Yeah, thank you so much. I just feel good. I feel good with your music. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much, Bhante San. Thank you. Lovely. I'm reminded when I was looking at the website for the Blue Lotus Meditation Center that you have on there that Buddhism is a way of life, a way of life. And that's what we say about Science of Mind. It's a way of life. We don't necessarily call it a religion. You don't have to call it a religion. Ernest Holmes didn't want it to be a religion. What he wanted and what he said was this is a way of thinking that anybody can have. And so I appreciated your reference to that. If you're a Christian, you continue with what you're doing. And we have ways to manage our stress then, which is a great thing for us to remember at any day and age. It's a great thing for us to remember. So thank you. This is, I'm just thrilled with our morning. And this is our time of offering, our time of giving, to where we recognize what we get from this community, and I'm grateful for your support, very grateful. I've been talking for the last few weeks about looking for a place to move so that we have a bigger space that's ours all the time, and it's your support that helps that happen, and so we're grateful. We're very grateful. Let's sing about how grateful we are.
I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. Once more. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Reverend Diana Escobar, and wow, is everybody filled? Right? Where could you ever go on a Sunday morning and get this filled spiritually? I am so emotional right now. It's such a beautiful thing. I love our community. So if you're the first time here, please see me or one of the greeters. We have a gift for you. We'd love to welcome you. We love welcoming everybody in our community. There's so much going on. I'm not going to read everything. So there's a monitor with everything going on. So if you didn't catch what I was saying, you could always look at the monitor before or after the service. Please make sure you sign up for the newsletter because there's everything in the newsletter. Everything that's all the events that are going on, the workshops, the classes, and everything that we have in our community. So please sign up either. There's a sign-up sheet on the back table, and you could sign up on Facebook as well. Our regular weekly meetings are the Spiritual Living Center is on Wednesday. My meeting, my spiritual recovery meeting is on Fridays, and we have our movie night tomorrow night. And then Thursday is Reverend Teresa's Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life class. And you can either speak to one of us or sign up online. Also, next week is the Fear to Faith workshop with Reverend Teresa and Pam Hirons, and it's a psychodrama play, shop, fear, and meditative discovery process. And I am the practitioner of the day, and I see Rich has his stall on, so he will be doing some prayers as well as I am praying with you. If you need some prayers, please see me or Rich. And we have one more closing song.
I might have done this song before here when we played with the Garbage Men. Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. And you can laugh and look and play and get along with each other. You gotta listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better. Working together, it's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. Oh, believe in yourself, that's the place to start. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day when you can laugh and work and play and get along with each other. And now you guys can say with hey with us. What a wonderful kind of day. You can laugh and work and play and get along with each other. And I say, hey. Yeah, that's it. I say, hey. That's it. I say, hey. Good job. One more time. And I say, hey. And I say,